Tawan Perry is a former college administrator and college completion expert. He recently stopped by our studios to share some insights from his new book, College Sense: What College and High School Advisors Don't Tell You About College. Tawan Perry, welcome to North Carolina Now.
Thank you for having me.
You are the author of College Sense: What College and High School Advisors Don't Tell You About College. Well, to begin with, tell us some about your educational background and why you wanted to put this book together.
Well, for a number of years, I served as a college administrator. My background is in higher education. I served as an assistant dean for a year, and then I was a college administrator at some other schools prior to becoming an assistant dean. And one of the reasons why I wrote this book was I wanted a way to get the information to students, because I felt like in working with so many first-year students, they just didn't have a handle on what that first year really looked like and how to be successful the first year so it could lead to, more success while they were in college.
What then are the biggest challenges that students and parents face, first of all, when they start the journey of selecting the college that's right for them?
Well, I think it's a question of asking some of the right questions. Is this institution a really good fit for me? Am I the kind of student that really, wants to be in an environment where, maybe I need a lot of resources, or in some cases, for some students, they don't want to be in really big environments. They do a lot better in smaller settings where they have access to their professor when they want to ask a question and things like that. So it starts with asking those critical questions. I think another aspect of it, obviously, is the financial piece. More and more Americans are struggling to pay for college, and they need to find, ways to ensure that their funding for education is secure.
Once they start this journey, what are some of the biggest mistakes that you see parents and students making that at the time they may not realize that they're making?
One of the biggest mistakes that I see 9 times out of 10 for many students, especially when they accept a scholarship, they don't ask the question, is this scholarship renewable each year? And what is that contingent upon? So, for example, let's say that you're going to, Duke University, and Duke offers you $30,000. Well, it may cost, the total cost of your education may be about $80,000. So the question that most parents forget to ask is, well, is this scholarship or grant renewable each year? So that's one of the biggest mistakes. I think the other biggest mistake that a lot of people don't make is they get caught up in the features on a campus as opposed to the return on investment on that particular degree. For example, if you're majoring in history or art, and nothing's wrong with that, what would be your return on investment versus what you're actually paying for that particular degree?
How, for students who get overwhelmed, they start looking at all the choices, and there are so many choices these days, what do they need to do if they find themselves in that place where they're so overwhelmed?
I think they have to seek out experts. They have to really go down the list and figure out what they really want out of that particular school. And not so much the parents, because the parents sometimes are, of course, cutting the checks, but it's about the student really embracing that experience for themselves.
Now, once you have selected the school that you want to go to, what do you then need to do to make sure that you achieve success while you're there and ultimately graduate?
Well, the biggest thing I would say is that students cannot be afraid to ask for assistance at every stage, because obviously if you knew everything, you probably wouldn't be in school. So I think really getting past the fear of rejection, getting past the fear of if I don't know the answer, I may look a certain way. Really just getting in there and tapping into the resources, because every college has resources, and really holding on to those resources.
And one of the things that you say on your website is sometimes you just have to try something. Even if you're not quite sure where it's going to lead you, you at least have to get started on that journey.
Absolutely. See, oftentimes when we start any process or any journey, we don't always have the tools. We don't always have the ducks in a row. But as you continue to progress in that journey, the right people will come and cross your paths. You'll be equipped with the right tools. You'll become more resourceful in that process, and eventually it will be a success for you, but you have to get started.
What do you hope that students and parents alike take away from checking out the book, flipping through it, reading the sections that pertain most to them?
What I hope they really take away from it is that they can always go back to this book throughout their college journey. This book, as it was written for high school students and first-year students, this book is a very valuable resource that they can go back to time and time again.
What are some of the other projects that you're working on these days?
Right now, I'm in the process of working on my fall tour for speaking, so I'll be doing some speaking here in North Carolina as well as other states in the country. But I'm also looking to put this book in a Spanish version as well as a Chinese version.
Oh, neat. Well, Tawan Perry, if viewers want to find out more information about this book and some of your other work, what do they need to do?
I think they should go and visit finishcollegeontime.com.
Wonderful. Tawan Perry, thank you so much for sharing all of this information with us.
Thank you.
That's our show for tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, everyone.